Hey, we're here at the Strikemaster, and it has come to my attention that some of you have not seen a video about this airplane. I haven't shown anybody kind of the finished product and the battery system that we redid, and kind of what the inside of the cockpit looks like, the engine area where the jet engine's sitting and all that. So we're gonna take a little tour of kind of the guts, the inside. Let's have some fun. Let's take a look around. I think you'll enjoy this. Right now, we are putting a new battery system in this. It had about 350 cold cranking amps. That's not enough, so we've been putting two batteries in here with 800 cold cranking amps, and we're gonna have a nice 24-volt system here. What we got here is the avionics bay, the starting mechanism, i.e. batteries, and oxygen. It's kind of like a hood on a car, but it works. So one of the things that really excites me about this jet is this engine. I mean, this Rolls-Royce Viper is the lifeblood of this jet. It's what makes it go. And what's really cool about this engine is that it's on its first rebuild since brand new, and it's only got 600 hours and change since it was rebuilt. Now, that's a huge deal because that means this is a very low time engine for a vintage Warbird. So, you look in here, you can see the oil tank. These 50-year-old engines tend to leak and they tend to drip a lot. And so you got to watch the oil levels and make sure that everything's where it needs to be and make sure that you don't have any bad leaks. It's not a high bypass turbo fan. It is just an old, burn a lot of jet fuel, straight turbojet. And so it makes a lot of noise, about 3,500 pounds of thrust. So, it's got a lot of horsepower. Now, up front here, we can actually lubricate the front and the rear of the engine. So basically, we lift this and turn, whether we want to do the front or we want to do the back. And then this plunger, we lift it up and press it down, and that actually pushes lubrication oil into the jet engine to make sure that we keep it lubricated. So if we go more than 2 weeks without flying her, which is most of the time, you come in here and you lube the jet. This thing burns between 200 and 300 gallons an hour of jet fuel. I mean, to put that in perspective, that's a medium to medium large business jet. It does burn a bit of fuel, and so you kind of got to budget that in. But when you're looking at doing air shows to create awareness about military history and having kids come out and doing schooled field trips, which we often do, and letting them actually get in one, my thing is getting people into aviation careers. And so something like this, yes, I get to be the custodian of this for a while. It's a lot of fun. But at the end of the day, it's about reminding people of our past. It's about educating people for the future. So this right here actually held a little first aid kit, and then there was a little cross out here that insinuated, hey, there's a first aid kit in there. Welcome to the inside working area, office, if you will, of this little fighter. Now I'm gonna start with the important things on a demilitarized weapons platform. So right here, we've got the ability to make the guns that no longer are on the airplane hot. This had twin cannons, 500 rounds per. This takes the safety off so you can fire, squeeze the trigger. That's gonna give you the bullets. If you wanna fire munitions off the wings, that button right there, these two buttons can be programmed to do all that. I'm gonna go ahead and power up this panel here real quick and just show you how that kind of works. So basically, you hit the battery and things start to come to life. And then once we've got that up and running, then we can come over here on the panel and I can flip these two switches here, which turn on the avionics. And then that way the center stack communications and all that starts to power up. And then if we were gonna start this baby, we'd go through some different procedures of checking fuel, checking oxygen, checking the safeties, resetting that, and then we'd come over here and we'd throw a couple switches and then come over here and hit this button and this engine would start to spool up. Now we're not going to do that right now because we are sitting in a hangar. That would be bad. This is your throttle, flaps, high pressure fuel, low pressure fuel. So just a cool piece of ancient history, if you will. This little box right here actually records the time that this airplane, the seconds, the minutes, the hours that this airplane spends at each G load, and then they use that to figure out how wore out the airplane is. So like for instance, this airplane has a index of 62%. That means it's 62% wore out, which for a Warbird is like, this is low miles, brand new, certified pre-owned. I mean, that's pretty good. But the funny thing about this box is it's analog. You got all these little numbers, these click, click, click. This is all pre-computer, but it all works, it's still there. Hey, I want to thank everybody for watching today. We're going to have a lot more Strikemaster videos coming soon as we dig into this project, and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.